it's Ferris from Gardening with Spirit with a really quick garden update from me and the ladies. Hi ladies! High time for an update. It's almost midsummer and things are growing quite nicely. A lot of the flowers are out and doing well. I have had quite an issue with slugs and I still haven't posted my slug control videos. Apologies. And yeah, I have some flower seeds that have now taken okay. I've had some things that have been eaten with my poor Aluco, which are in over here. I resorted to covering them at night. There are huge big black slugs that just adore them. And sure, there have even slugs been eating marjoram and all sorts of things. So some crops were absolutely wiped out. Spinach, carrots, things like that. So some things I have to re-sow. Broad beans are doing well. The climbing French beans, they are climbing. What else? Some of my onions, you can see they've actually got a bit swollen, so they're pretty much done. At least these peas, pea bijou, they're doing okay. I think this is cabbage. You can see even with having a little slug trap there, it's a bit of an issue. What else? Fennel's doing really well. Oops, I still have some lovage I covered over there. I have a few salad crops and flowers I'm going to start putting in again. What else? I'm risking a courgette here. I'm still covering it every night, but it's just getting too big. The problem with the slugs is, I don't know if you can see it, you can't really see it, is they eat the base, so they just nip the whole base off. You can see my poor old dwarf French beans. That is what the slugs have been doing. And looky here, believe it or not, this is meant to be my celery. So whatever is going on, they're having a field day. So that's how it is. My parsnips have all been eaten. Some of the nigella have come up, so I might put a few extra things in. The feverfew is trying to take over the world. What else? Some of the strawberries are good. Some are getting a little bit mouldy. I guess when you live in Leitrim, you got to accept that one. I have some squashes. Again, I'm still cloching them at night. And I have an awesome new head torch for nightly slug control. I'll leave a picture of that one on the blog. So what else? The oca is in there. Chinese artichokes are doing okay. And the slugs haven't been at them as much as I thought. A nice little mallow here. Raspberries doing okay. Those poor little peas, really quite pathetic, fortunately. And what else? Hey girls! Of course the girls have been helping with slug patrol, haven't you? Yeah. And I have my tomatoes with some marigolds in here, a cucumber, and I was going to have a squash there and I'm going to bring it down the tunnel instead. But even in here I have one courgette and it's starting, and some little kind of dwarf tomatoes are doing well and some peppers. So that's what we're like up here. I'll give you a real quick look at the planters because they're doing really, really well, and they're the one place where the slugs are not having their way, which is awesome. So here's some, everything's probably a bit too tight together. Peppers, tomatoes, a little bit of basil in between. I tucked in a dwarf French bean and a couple in here because they were just getting so massacred outside. That one I think is either Rudbeckia or Echinacea. And I tell you, these violas have flowered so well. I have night scented stock, which is gorgeous in the evening. What have we here? Herbs, a couple of sunflowers, not growing very high, but we'll get a wee flower. Some parsley. I have some carrots in the front here, nigella and radishes, and my trusty strimmer. which is new and very handy, which means I can actually get down to the tunnel without getting soaked. Blueberries are doing nicely, and I have a couple of zinnia in there, and this is just a few more flowers and some red orache and a few other flowers, and a lot of them have bits of spinach tucked in I can eat as baby leaves, and I think it's rudbeckia in here as well. So that's here, and next I'll show you the tunnel. So here's the tunnel very, very quickly. The broad beans are doing well. I do have a few beans in there, they're doing well. Feverfew is trying to take over the world. Tomatoes are doing well. Look at those little marigolds, aren't they gorgeous? Potatoes have done fine. Eventually this bed has done alright after a lot of slug attack. And I have a lot of work to do in here because I haven't been in here a lot. It's been so hot, amazingly. I had a sweet corn disaster that some of the small ones got eaten, so I don't have a full block. So I have a squash that I'm just going to throw in there and cross fingers and toes. I have a very happy courgette, which has already given me its first courgette. I have climbing beans, happily climbing. The aluco in here is doing well. I've Oca up there as well, that's doing well. I've had brassica disasters. I've just moved that one. That was a Brussels sprout. No, actually that's an old cauliflower, but anyway, all the brassicas are really sulking and dying. I don't know what is up with them. Now what else? I've potatoes almost coming out, beetroot, orache, dwarf French beans are doing better in here. I've still lots of gaps. That's my sad Brussels sprout. Some really tiny peas, a melon that was eaten and I'm trying to get it to regrow. There's a cucumber in the corner. All these beds I still have to put summer crops in. Some more potatoes, parsley is in flower. This was where I had the cauliflowers, and one by one they all just wilted and died. Don't really know what was going on with them. Peas are doing well. So there's some stuff in. There's a lot of spaces still to put more stuff in, and that's what we're looking at heading into midsummer. So happy solstice to everybody. It's on Monday evening UK time. I can't remember if it's about 10:30 or 11:30. Always a good time to give a nod to nature, as I like to say, and I'm sure there'll be another update soon. Bye for now.